Welcome to class today, guys. So, we are again going to be writing, but before we get there, I have some riddles. I want you to tell me what I'm thinking of. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a lot of adjectives and describing words to talk about something. And I want you to listen carefully to try to guess what I'm describing. Alright, so here's the first one. You ready? Okay. This thing is an animal. It has 4 legs and a long tail. What is it? Oh, that's not enough information? Okay. Let me keep going. Let me give you some more information because there was a lot of animals that have 4 legs and a long tail, huh? Yeah, let's keep going. Okay, I'm gonna give you some more clues. This animal, same animal, is large. No, still need more? Okay. It is a big cat. Okay. Here's lion, tiger, but no, not bear. That's y'all might not be old enough for that movie, but it's okay. So okay, jaguar. Yeah, lots of good examples. But do we know the answer yet? No, not quite. Okay, how about this animal has a loud roar. It has sharp teeth. Yeah, those kind of apply to all the answers y'all already suggested. Do I need more adjectives, more describing words so we can figure out what I'm talking about? I do? Okay, here we go. This animal has a soft fur coat that is striped. What is it? There you go. Now we got it. It's a tiger. But listen to all those things I used to describe him. It has a striped soft fur coat, sharp teeth, loud roar. That's just a roar, a loud one. That's a cat. But once I put big in front of it, that ain't the one I'm talking about anymore, is it? So you see how and the tail is long. All these words are used to describe. They are adjectives to describe, in this case, a tiger. Isn't this so cool? Yeah. All right, let's do a couple more. Not so many clues this time, but you get the idea, right? Okay, how about this animal is a big black cat that runs fast and uses its claws to climb up trees. This is a panther. Good. We did read about panthers when we read big cats. Good job. What about this long animal has a pattern on its scales that helps it to hide in the desert sand. Not just any old sand, the desert sand. Yeah, we read about this one too in the Greenfern Zoo. Yes, this is a rattler. Good job. I got 2 more. This animal swims in lakes and creeks and has dark marks that help it hide from bigger fish. Also in the Greenfern Zoo, which animal did we learn about that has dark marks that helps it hide from bigger fish? Do you remember? I heard somebody say, yes, this is a trout. This is a trout. Okay, last one. This is one of our more recent stories. This small insect likes to munch on wood. Yes, those are termites. Good job. Excellent job. All right, now you see how we use all these describing words to figure out the animals? Good. So now we can write another descriptive paragraph. Today we're going to be writing about this little bird here called a finch. The only problem is I don't really remember what we read about finches. Do you? Not well enough to write a whole paragraph. So what are we going to do? We're going to reread that part. Yep, we're going to reread the information from our reader about the finch. So Let's go. Come on. Okay, so yes, in order to write, we need to have the story fresh in our brain. So we said we're going to be writing about finches, which, let's see. I don't have a story titled Finches, but I do have one called Things with Wings, and it's a bird, so it's probably a good place to look on page 24. Okay, here we are on page 24. This is the puffin. I'm not concerned with the puffin today, so I'm actually going to skip this part. Still talking about puffins. I know, because that's what the picture is about. The picture tells us that this with the words, you know how they go together? Yeah. So here we have just a short 2 paragraphs about the finch. And one, we know it's a thing with wings because it's a bird. So let's see what we can find about the finch so we can write a descriptive paragraph. In this next room, we have a finch. Unlike the puffin, the finch makes a home in woodlands. He can use his bill to snap up grass seeds for food. I'm sad to tell you that the finch is getting to be quite rare. We are proud to have 5 of them here at the Green Fern Zoo. Okay, well, it's just a short bit of information, but we're going to use this to complete our worksheet, or our plan, so that you have an example as to what to do for your plan for the story you are assigned. So, come on. Okay, so now we're ready to write about Finch because the Finch is fresh in our mind. So turning to 22.3 in your cat book, we're going to go ahead and remember, this is our plan. So this is where we take notes. This isn't us writing out a full story. We're taking notes so that we can create a good draft of a descriptive paragraph. Today we're working on the plan. This is the one that we are doing together. So the name of the critter that we will describe is the finch, which is the type of bird that we're looking at. And where it says, I will describe, well, we're going to describe finches. Finches. You have to put an ES to make it plural on this word. Now, continuing on with that, what it looks like. Well, the picture is black and white, so it's kind of hard to get a good feel for it. But if we look back in our book, tell me, what does it look like? It's a pretty little bird, isn't it? Okay, so it is. Tell me about him. What do he look like? He's small and green and yellow and white and red, okay? So they are small. What it looks like. Small to small bird with green, yellow, white, and red. What are these called? What are birds covered in? What are these called? Feathers. Good. They're covered in feathers. Okay. Now, I'm going to, of course, spell feathers for us because that word, we haven't learned all the tools to decode that one. We do have most of them, though. We have most of them already. So let's go ahead and spell feathers. Feathers. So they're small with green, yellow, white, and red feathers. All right. So now looking at what it sounds like. Now that we can't exactly get from the book, but I got you. Don't worry. What does a finch sound like? Well, let's see. Ooh. Wow, y'all heard that? Yeah, so it's like a chirping noise. Right, so they chirp, those little chirpy sounds. What other sound did you hear? Well, just think about that. I'm going to write what it sounds like. It chirps. It's kind of like it's even singing. So it chirps, we'll say and sings. Chirps and sings. I think that was kind of like a song. Maybe if we listened to it longer, we could have heard more of his song. But definitely would say it chirps and sings. How do you think, judging by the picture, what it feels like? Remember, so far we're just going off what we see, what our eyes are telling us about him, and what our ears are hearing about us. We haven't even looked into what the text told us about him yet. We're just going off of what our descriptor words. Remember, we're doing a descriptive paragraph. Now, how do you think he feels? Soft. I definitely would say he feels soft. And maybe those claws would be sharp. So soft body. We'll do body because that's got less sounds that we don't know yet. So a soft body with sharp claws. Ooh, so soft body. See, I described his body as being soft because if we pet a finch, their feathers, it would feel soft. Yeah, soft body. And we said those claws look pretty sharp. And sharp claws. Remember, these are notes because we're making a plan. These are notes for our plan. This isn't our final product. Now, the next question says where it's home. And that's information that we get from the text that we reread. Yes, just this one part of the story, Things with Wings. And it tells us right here, this sentence, the finch makes a home in woodlands. So over here, we're going to write woodlands. Remember, when we write the words, the two-syllable words, we don't need the dot. The dot was to help us read it for in the text. I'm sorry. Okay, my last question to answer, what food would it like? I hear you saying nuts and seeds and whatnot, but we cannot prove that because as we learned, all birds do not eat the same. Remember our carnivorous owls that only eat meat? Right. So maybe he's a meat-eating bird. Let's check the text, which is why we reread it in the first place. Let's see. All right. So this sentence here, the last sentence of the first paragraph on this page, he can use his bill to snap up grass seeds for food. So what is one thing that this finch definitely likes? One thing we can prove he likes to eat. Grass seeds, because that's in the text. Now I say can prove because that's what we have evidence of. That's what our text supports. Does he like to eat other things? Maybe, but Byrne didn't tell us about them, did he? So we're under what food would it like? We're going to put grass seeds. Much different than our chimp who likes to eat so much different stuff. Grass seeds. All right, so this is our draft. Sorry, not our draft, our plan, so we can write a descriptive paragraph about the finch. So I'm going to pause for a second, and in me rewriting it, that should give us all enough time to have our plan written down. Because this is the one we're working on together, because we're working on making a descriptive paragraph. Notice how we use all these wonderful describing words to tell us more about the finch. Soft body, sharp claws, all the different colors of his feathers. We described what we heard when he was singing. We can even give it more descriptive words when we get into our actual draft. We can call it beautiful song. Is it a beautiful song? I thought it was a lovely song. Did I stall long enough? Are we ready? I think we should be ready now. If not, you got a good clear shot. You can pause the video and get yourself ready. I'm going to go on ahead now. Alright, so this is the descriptive paragraph we are working on together. We, as a group, are working on a descriptive paragraph about finch. What you are going to do is one of these four. And no, you don't get to pick. I've already assigned you to the group that you're going to be in. You are either going to be writing about the reef shark, the mandrill, the puffin, or the river otter. Okay? On the to-do list, it'll link you to the assignment that is correct for you. On the to-do list, it'll link you to the assignment that is correct for you, so you can get to the assignment with a copy of me reading the story, so that you got that partner A, partner B relationship with it, so you can reread it, so you can do the page. Remember, in our cat book, we saw there were 5 or 6 different story options, and we're doing 2 of them together. The 22 point whatever pages, I'm going to tell you which page you're going to do your story on as well. So today, your job, your individual by yourself job, is to write your own plan for the animal that you are assigned. For the animal that you are assigned. Assigned, yes. And then you're going to practice. You don't have this page. This is from the other book that I have for us to use. We have some sentences, and they're missing the word that tells us when it happened. You're going to know which one to use based on the verb. So he will jump. He jumped. He is jumping. You have to complete the sentence. So there's 6 sentences and 3 words, meaning you're going to use each word 2 times. So there's 2 past, 2 present, and 2 future tense sentences. That much information I can give you. But guys, if you have any questions about what I mean when I say that you're in different groups working on different assignments, let me know so that I can help you. But I can't wait to see your plans. I can't wait to see your writing about the animal that you've been assigned. Until later, guys. Bye.